Hi, everybody. I'm Shayla-Unae, your academic strategist. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Come on, let's learn some math, some ACT math. This is today's I can statement. I can solve linear equations with one unknown variable. The I can statement is important because it helps you be able to track your growth and determine what you should know by the end of the lesson. Okay, I want to run through some math vocabulary. Three things you need to know for this lesson. One, let's start off with a linear equation. Your example I've provided for you, ax plus b equals 0. Linear equation, it's an algebraic equation that represents a straight line when graphed. We're going to talk about graphing later. Look out for it in another lesson. Variable. A variable is an unknown value. The example, x. A variable is any unknown value, and most times it's categorized as a letter of the alphabet, A, B, C, so forth. Last, we have coefficient, the number next to a variable. We see 4x. 4 will be your coefficient, while x will be your variable. Our focus for today is solve faster, not harder. Okay, listen up. Let's get to the first problem. We have 3 open parentheses x plus 1 close parentheses minus x equals 13. Okay, we are solving for x. So we're trying to figure out what does x equal. The first thing we need to do is distribute. 3 times x gives us 3x. 3 times 1 plus, we bring down here. 3 times 1 gives us 3 minus x. We do not multiply the 3 and the x. We just bring the x down. Okay, we'll go here. Minus x equals 13. Our next step, we're going to combine like terms. We have 3x and negative x. 3x minus x gives us 2x plus 3 equals 13. Again, we are solving for x. Since we're solving for x, we have to have x on one side and the numbers on the other side. How do we do that? We're still combining like terms. We have 3. We're going to take the opposite. Plus 3 minus 3 cancels out. Bring the minus 3 here. 13 minus 3 gives us 10. Now we have to bring this down. 2x equals 10. We're not finished. So now we're going to have to divide because we want to get the x by itself. So we're going to divide 2, both sides. X equals 10 divided by 2, or 2 into 10 is 5 times. Goes 5 times. So x is equal to 5. That is our answer. Okay, so this is a bonus question. I know we talked about earlier how to solve linear equations with one unknown variable. Now, I'm throwing this in as a bonus. I want to know, can you solve this equation with 2 variables? If 6y equals 5x minus 1, then x equals. So we're looking for x. We're taking the same concept that we used earlier and we're expanding on it. How are we looking for x? Here we go. We have plus 1 here. We need to add 1 to both sides. Now, adding 1 to both sides, you might say, how can we add 1 to 6y? Looking at our answer choices, this is going to guide us. So 6y plus 1 is going to look like this. Equals 5x, because this cancels out. Okay, now we're not finished. We're looking at our answer choices and we see all of the answer choices have a 5 in the denominator at the bottom. So how can we get the 5 in the denominator? We are going to divide by 5 because we're trying to isolate x by itself and we're solving for x. X equals 6y plus 1 over 5. And when we look over here, it is answer choice D. So x equals 6x plus 1 over 5. Thank you. At the end of each lesson, I'm always going to share with you the ACT standards. The purpose of ACT standards is to just tell you the specific skills needed to succeed on the ACT. So today we talked about linear equations. Now, this is paired up with A202, solve equations in the form of x plus a equals b, where a and b are whole numbers or decimals. A302, solve one-step equations to get integer or decimal answers. And A403, solve routine first-degree equations. So in order to succeed for this lesson, you need to know these standards. Parents, at the end of every video, I'm going to drop some helpful tips to show you exactly how to support your child in the right way. Okay, let's get into it. Now, it's just not about studying harder. It's about studying smarter and building confidence. I want to break down what actually helps. Okay, the first thing is encourage strategy over speed. Now, a lot of students think if I rush through this, I'm going to get a better score because I'm going to finish. But that's not always true. Understanding why an answer is correct is better than finishing quickly. Now, you need to focus on progress, not perfection. The perfect score isn't really going to come overnight. Now, celebrating small wins, those are the ones that build confidence. Next, set realistic study goals. Study sessions that are consistent are way more effective than the long, overwhelming ones. Be consistent with your study habits. And finally, practice with time sessions. The ACT is a time test, so you need to get comfortable with pacing because that is key. And pacing should be introduced gradually. Now, what to avoid? First things first, don't push for cramming every night. Don't stress over scores and percentiles. The pressure can actually lower the performance. And please, please do not compare your child to other students because every student's journey is different. And lastly, try not to create an overloaded schedule. Balance is important and rest matters too. Don't overdo it. Remember, support, don't pressure, and help your child, teen, student, your loved one, build confidence and strategy. Thank you. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, I'm Shayla-Unae, your academic strategist. I help high school students improve their ACT scores using simple, proven strategies that build confidence and real results.